the highest-level diplomatic visit to Ukraine since the war began. The President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, joined by the bloc's foreign policy chief Joseph Borrell, first visited the town of Bucha. The city, northwest of Kiev, has drawn international attention since the evidence emerged of mass atrocities allegedly committed by Russian forces. It's an allegation that Russia denies. Von der Leyen appeared visibly shocked when she saw the exhumed bodies of those found in mass graves.
Madam President, you're welcome.
In Kyiv, the EU delegation was welcomed by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the presidential palace, where they discussed a variety of outstanding issues, from reconstruction of the war-torn country to the supply of new weapons.
Slovakia has sent military aid to Ukraine by delivering Russian-made S-300 air defense systems. In a bid to assist the Ukrainian army resist the invasion, this comes a day after NATO alliance vowed to increase military support to Ukraine. Taking to Facebook, the Slovak Prime Minister Eduard Heger said that sending the defense system does not mean that Slovakia has joined the armed conflict in Ukraine. He further said that the military assistance was on the request of Ukraine. This will be the first time a country has sent an air defense system to the country. US President Joe Biden hailed the decision and has promised to deploy a Patriot missile system to replace it. This will be the fourth Patriot system in Slovakia. Out of the other three, two were provided by Germany and one by the Dutch.
The attack took place in the heart of Tel Aviv, targeting the Ilka bar when it was bustling with customers. The gunman from here escaped to Jaffa, only a few kilometers away, but it took security services about 9 hours to find him and kill him on the spot. And even if Israel's security services had been on high alert, Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said what he describes as lone wolf attacks are difficult to stop. Just 10 days ago, the Prime Minister had called on Israeli gun owners to carry their weapons. Since then, applications for new licenses have rocketed, even though rules on firearms remain strict. Civilians can only own one gun and up to 50 bullets.
The U.S. and allies say Kim Jong-un's regime could be preparing for its first underground nuclear weapons test since 2017. New satellite images show North Korea has resumed tunneling and construction activities at its remote nuclear test site.
Well, there are indications. They say it could be ready in days. Let's put up that commercial satellite image that we have that shows the test site in the remote areas of North Korea. You will see there that there is a new tunnel now being dug by the North Koreans. Clear evidence, the U.S. says. They see the rock pile coming from under the mountain. And this is a shorter tunnel. The North Koreans could get to the precise place they would need to detonate a nuclear test bomb underground. They could get there much more quickly. A State Department official saying that they are worried that by next Friday, April 15th, a major holiday in North Korea, that the regime could mark the holiday either with a missile launch or resuming this underground nuclear testing for the first time since 2017.
Speaking to applause in the European Parliament. The European Union on Tuesday triggered a never-used disciplinary mechanism against Hungary for eroding the bloc's democratic values that could see the country stripped of EU funding.
With Hungary, we've been very clear the issue is corruption. The Commissioner Hahn has today spoken to the Hungarian authorities and informed them that we will now send the letter of formal notification to start the conditionality mechanism.
The announcement comes just 2 days after nationalist leader Viktor Orban secured his fourth official term in parliamentary elections, where he attacked Brussels bureaucrats in his victory speech. In power since 2010, Orban has tightened control over democratic institutions, as well as restricting the freedoms of gay people and migrants after facing years of allegations of funneling taxpayer funds to associates.
The wreckage of the Coast Guard helicopter, which crashed in waters off the southwest of the country, was found on Saturday. According to the Jeju, Korea Coast Guard, they found the body of one missing person inside the wreckage. Attempts are now underway for a salvage operation. The helicopter carrying 4 people crashed in waters off the country's southern Marado Island on Friday, killing 3 people and injuring 1. It was on a mission to help Coast Guard officers on a rescue operation for Korean nationals who went missing in waters near Taiwan the previous day.
These people have been waiting nearly 12 hours just to fill their cylinders with cooking gas. They say they are struggling to do basic things like cooking food, and they are not sure if they'll even get to a point where they'll be able to fill up these cylinders tonight. Now, this is just one of the repercussions of Sri Lanka's economic crisis, the worst in recent history. But now there are 2 pressing issues that have recently come to light. The first is fuel. New forecasts are showing that Sri Lanka will run out of diesel by the end of April, and the country has spent a loan from India very quickly. The second issue that we're hearing about is medicine. Now, the Medical Association here has reported the first death here in Sri Lanka due to medicine shortages.
At least 12 soldiers and 4 volunteers have been killed in an attack on a military base by suspected jihadists in Burkina Faso. The military on Saturday said 21 troops were also injured in the attack on the Namisuguma military detachment in the north. The assailants are reported to have first attacked the camp with shells and followed with shooting. The military added that reinforcements have now been deployed to secure the area. The attack comes at a time when the armed forces have launched an operation to depollute localities in the region. Islamist militants started carrying out raids in Burkina Faso from bases in neighboring Mali in 2015.
Will Smith has been banned from the Oscars and other Academy events for 10 years after slapping comedian Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars ceremony. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science met on Friday to discuss disciplinary action. Smith won the leading actor gong for King Richard, but less than an hour before had stormed on stage and assaulted Rock after the comedian made a joke about his wife's shaven head, a result of the autoimmune disorder alopecia. In a statement, the Academy said this year's ceremony had been overshadowed by unacceptable and harmful behaviour by Smith. Smith apologised to Rock in a statement days after the ceremony, before officially resigning from the Academy.